Heyo everybody, Haku here, and I got some new One Piece figures that I want to do an unboxing of. This is just going to be kind of a chill video, hang out with me, unbox these figures and stuff. And I'll talk about it, so if there's anybody that's new that just wants to see how these look or anything before you buy them, I will unbox them and show them off for you so you can. I've already got a couple One Piece figures, like you can barely see behind my mic. I've got a Carrot and Perona back there, so I can use those for a size comparison. I'm really excited to open these because I just got them and one of the boxes is pretty big and it's like, oh, this one might be a larger figure. That'd be pretty cool. But I have a bunch of figures like on the shelves that you can't even see behind me. Every year I try to like clean up the room, not just in the sense of like actually cleaning it, that needs to come. I'm pretty fastidious about hygiene, so that has to come more often, but I mean like reorganizing things. And I'm about to get a new computer, change my setup a bit, so it'd be really great if I could find a way to like reorganize things so that you can see more of my figures like when I record and stuff. I especially think I've had Pokemon at the top for this year, but since I again reorganize everything's once in a while, especially coming right after Christmas, because Christmas and my birthday are back to back, which is, you know, how I got this stuff, how I usually get new stuff each year. I like to switch things up a little bit, so I'll probably move the Pokemon stuff, as much as I enjoy it, to maybe a less prominent place. Again, I don't know quite how I'm going to fix the setup yet, but I want to show off more of the figures, because I have a bunch more that aren't even on screen, and maybe put the One Piece and Hero Academia stuff like that towards the top for the coming months or whatever. So gonna probably put those top shelf. But yeah, for size comparison and stuff, I can use the Perona, I can use the Carrot if any of you are curious or anything. But either way, let's start getting to opening these. Also, I ended up getting a Takaratomi Mascagna or Mouscarada. Meowscarada. I always keep forgetting that its English name is Meowscarada because I'm just so used to being more ingrained in like most of the people I follow on Twitter being Japanese. I'm so used to seeing Mascagna rather than Meowscarada. But yeah, that figure, it's really nice, but it doesn't stand on its own, which is a bummer. I'm gonna have to try to find a way to like make a stand for it or something. It's a problem too with, again, you can't even see it because it's lower on the shelves behind me, but I've got a All for One from Hero Academia figure, and because of the sort of weight difference with one of the arms being all big, it's kind of hard to keep that one standing steady. So that's a problem. Hopefully that's not a problem with either of these. The first one I have is the Grand Line Lady. We have Sulong Wanda. I wanted this one because, I don't know, I really like Sulong Wanda's design. I'm not even like, my collection of figures is kind of weird. Perona, I'm like, I really like Perona. Is she one of my favorite One Piece characters? Yeah, whatever. I kind of like female character figures. I don't know, nicer to look at and everything. But it's like, what are some of my favorite characters? I really like Doflamingo. After this flashback, massive fan of Kuma. So it's weird. I am a fan of Carrot. I do have a Carrot figure. It's like when I think of my favorite characters, I guess Wanda's not hugely up there, but I do love the design so much. I would be very open to much more from the character. This is, of course, plastic wrapped, so I feel whenever I open something like that, I'm like, oh no, all of the people who are like, no, you can't devalue it, you have to keep it in the wrap. I'm like, oh no, am I desecrating it? But I want to put it up on display. So either way, I'm gonna kind of skip through me tearing the plastic wrap off because I don't want to leave you with plastic wrap ASMR. So with the plastic wrap off and everything, the box is actually a little bit smaller than some of my others, so there may be a little bit of assembly required. Hold on, it's taped up. I have a knife here to open it. They have the plastic wrap and the tape, but a couple of my other figures back there, Tsuyu and Dever, they actually had smaller boxes and required a little bit of assembly, so this one might as well. That might explain the box. But yeah, I'm so excited to open this. I'm so excited to just have something new. Hold on, there's even more tape on this than I anticipated, and I don't want to absolutely destroy the box here. Okay, now I can actually open it. And inside we have another box. Okay, hold on. This one looks much simpler to open though. seems like the character, the stand are in separate parts, and I cannot tell what this other part is. It seems like we have the base, the Wanda herself, and some other third thing that at first I was really afraid was a piece that was broken off, but I think it might be a second part of the stand, or like, at first I was like, is that maybe her sword or something? But no, she's not holding a sword. But hold on, let me just get this bag open. So again, like I said, it's only in 3 pieces. Basic black stand. I really like I have a Demi-chan Katarita figure back there, and the stand looks really nice with like the title of the series on it. It'd be nice if more figures had stands like those. This is the piece I was talking about. I do think it just goes into the stand and maybe her tail slots onto it. And then of course, what you actually want to see, the figure herself, Sulong Wanda, looks really great. I love the snoot, the ears she has, but let's see if she fits onto the stand well. And this is kind of an odd setup for her on this. This is kind of a very odd setup. So there are 2 pegs on the stand here, and there's the thing that I slotted into it. But her legs really aren't that far apart. So it's like you can only really put her leg onto one of them, and then I guess if you turn this the right way, I'm gonna have to figure out how this her tail actually fits onto this thing. Actually, seems like I was a little bit wrong, because by placing the little pillar down there and spreading the legs of the figure a bit, they actually do fit onto the pegs pretty fine. I just wasn't expecting to have to, you know, manipulate the legs that far in order to get it there. But actually, I really love this. I love Sulong Wanda's design a lot, so it's going to be really cool to put with the carrot figure. I think though it's probably a bit shorter than the carrot figure. It's probably closer to the Perona in size. Let me grab them from back there and see. It is roughly the same height, a little bit taller than the Perona figure that I've got. It's around there. I didn't really think about how I placed my hands here that well. I didn't expect to have to sit both of them back down. But compared to the carrot figure, I don't want to drop that. Shorter than definitely the carrot figure is like I thought the carrot figure would be around the size of like all of my other anime figures. That is surprisingly tall. Really, really nice. But now this was fun. I'm excited for the Wanda figure, but I'm really excited because the other one's in such a massive box. So let's go ahead and open the next one. The other one I have here is Ulti from, it says One Piece Girls Collection on it. Everything else is in Japanese. But I'm super excited for this one because this box is massive. Also, if you, like, Ulti is one of the few characters that were introduced in Wano that I think, you know, stayed the course and was a really good character. There's like Ulti, Tama, very few that were introduced in Wano where I was like, yeah, they were good. And Ulti's like the only one that I'm like, they really, I mean, you know, King and Queen, maybe you can make the argument, but Ulti's like one of the few where I'm like, they really lived up to like Yonko crew member level of actually doing things. If you follow me at all on Twitter, I retweet a bunch of Ulti art because there is an artist I follow who just draws Ulti like every day and does really, really, really amazing art. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you were to have me list my favorite characters, I really like Ulti. She'd be up there somewhere, but not like the absolute highest. But I don't know. I think just from seeing fan art every day, I just like Ulti more and more. But when I saw this figure first online a while ago, I was like, I knew I had to get this because it's Ulti in the hybrid form, and I feel like it's kind of a rarer that we get like hybrid form stuff or like certain forms for certain characters. It feels like we don't get merch for as often, and I think that her hybrid form is like her coolest form. So I just thought when there was something that was made for that, I was like, okay, I gotta get it. Bringing it out of there, we have it in this plastic shell casing. Let me pull that out. This looks really good though. Like there's a lot of detail. Hold on, I can't wait to get this open. Taped up. This is nuts. How detailed this is. Holy crap, let me get the plastic off of it first, then I'll show you all. Wow, this might be one of my most detailed figures that I have. Hold on, this one is like under her hair piece. Look at the detail on this. This is nuts. And like the detail of the rock on the stand, it's so good. The scales on the feet are nuts. Hold on, showing it up close, you can see the detail more. This is crazy. I have like a what is it? Assassin's Creed Black Flag Edward Kenway bust that's like really, really detailed. But this is like probably second up there with that in terms of detail, and like the texture on the hair and the horns. Hold on, you can get a close-up of the face so you can see what it looks like. That is nuts. And just the fact that we got anything of her in hybrid form is crazy to me. This is so cool. Height-wise, it is, let me see, it's around the same height as the Wanda and Perona one, but she's in more of like a pose, like leaning down. This is it compared to the height of the Carrot one, which is like almost there. It's pretty tall. That's so cool. I love this. This is one of my favorite things. This, and I believe I did an unboxing for it. You could probably see it when I got the big Maleficent figure. That thing is massive, and I love that one. Hold on, again, for reference, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the Maleficent that I was referencing. This is very detailed too, and also like massive. Like even compared to my head, it is huge. I love this one too. Ignore the dust. It's a bit dustier than I remember it being. So yeah, I really need to do another really good cleaning of the place. But either way, I guess that's it. I really love both of these figures. If you're interested in either of them, would recommend, especially I got at least the Ulti one on sale. They're both really great, especially the Ulti one. The Ulti one is nuts. I would 1000% recommend that one. But thank you all for watching. Just a simple, weird video that I'm gonna cobble together and editing just because I wanted to spend some time with you all. I feel like other people run their YouTube channels much more like a business, where it's like, oh, I can only make things that I think people are going to watch a certain amount or whatever, or I need to do this or that, or structure my videos a certain way. But for me, it's like, I'm just going to start recording and talk to you all about something. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. If there's anything more in this vein of thing that you want me to do or talk about, I can. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's freedom for anyone. If you would like to help support the channel, you can drop a super thanks, or you can go to patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Hit join down below to become a member. Members and patrons get One Piece videos a bit early. I do a reaction when the scans come out, and then I make it public when the official translation comes out. So it's been probably well over a week that my reaction to the last chapter has been just hanging out for patrons and members. I'll make that public this Sunday when the chapter actually finally does release for everybody. So, and I do that out of courtesy for people who do read officially, because I read officially and I did videos on the official translation for a long time. So I don't want to post it like earlier than people who wait for the official are getting, and then they get spoiled by anything. I just don't want to be like that. Plus, it's just, you know, a neat little thing, something that I can do exclusively for members and patrons, just in addition to having them be like, knowing that I really appreciate their contributions to help me keep making things. But either way, that is it. Thank you so much. Thank you to people who are patrons and members already. Throw them up here. Thank you to Chosen Regular, Evan Holly, Magical Girls, Effernono and Smeller Dog, Cheerton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stans Eater, and Pure Element, Patiardi Owl. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.